Hey everyone, Token Dave over here, the dorky token black guy that's just trying to get by, and welcome to another edition of The Lowdown. Here, I give a quick review of a new movie or TV series that has been released, and today I'm going to give you guys the lowdown on Star Wars The Last Jedi. So, it is a dark time for the Resistance. Despite destroying the Star Killer, the First Order is hot on this trail and the Resistance are near extermination. Alright? So it's up to Poe, Finn, their new ally Rose, and their leader, Princess Leia, to basically outrun and survive the ongoing onslaught from the First Order. Meanwhile, Rey is on a distant planet who has finally found Luke Skywalker, whom is not only hesitant to show her the ways of the Force, but does not want to help the Resistance, whom everyone feels that he is the last hope for the galaxy. This sounds familiar. Oh yeah, it's pretty much the same plot for Empire Strikes Back. Great. Great, this is another Force Awakens. Or is it? See, unlike Force Awakens, which is just a bunch of Star Wars cut-in-place soulless collages, the director of this movie, he does take heavy influence from both Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, but he does something that J.J. Abrams did not do. He made this movie his own. And it really shows in this movie. Yes, you can have those callbacks like you did in the last movie, but, they're more of symbolism and everything. You now feel that there is a real new threat that is actually more devastating than the Empire. To top it off, majority of the characters from Force Awakens are back, and they are greatly improved. One of the things that I've always realized and felt, and I don't know if it's confirmed, I believe it's confirmed, but the one thing about the Jedi is, they were highly inspired by the samurai and everything. And to top it off, there was a whole backstory and mysticism and some things established in Star Wars lore. It is in Star Wars lore if you have read the extended universe, and not many people did. But even at that, we get a deeper understanding of the Force and more things explained to us. Plus, we actually see some new and cooler things. One thing about this movie that I also really enjoy is the fact that, it really feels like an old school kung fu movie. You really got that feel that you're actually in a Shaolin temple, or you really got that feel that basically, you are going to have to go through the trials to be taught by the Shaolin or a Shaolin priest, which is freaking awesome. While this movie does parallel Empire in separate missions, these missions and these stories are actually really entertaining, and they are great for developing the characters a lot more. I became really invested in everybody, well, not everybody, but the people that I'm supposed to be invested in, I was invested in. Is there anything wrong with this movie? Oh, yeah, there's quite a few things and everything, but, I'm going to actually address two major issues and one minor issue. The biggest issue are the antagonists. Normally, a story is as good as its antagonist, and this is kind of where Last Jedi falls apart. Half of the major antagonists of this movie are wasted and useless, while the other half are actually pretty effective, Now, like I said, the characters are back. Most of the characters are back and improved, but the show stealers, to me, are Oscar Isaacs as Poe, and surprisingly, Adam Driver as Kylo Ren. Both of these characters were they were great and fascinating to see on screen and everything. And to top it off, they elevated their characters more so from what they were given and everything. we had a really talented director behind the helms, and I didn't realize who this director was until I actually just Googled him, and this is the same dude that did Looper. No wonder why I'm actually a little amped about this movie. So, to sum it all up, basically, we are actually finally invested in the characters. We have great action sets. We are actually in a movie that actually moves, and it actually expands the lore that's already established. What else can I say, guys? Star Wars The Last Jedi is amazeballs. I'm watching a lot of these reviewers and everything, and I'm seeing some nitpicks and everything, but most of them did not have those nitpicks with Force Awakens. And I'm over here like, who's paying you guys? No, seriously, I can understand having disagreements and everything, but from what they're nitpicking, they didn't do that with Force Awakens. I see hypocrisy here. But, I'm going to take a cue from the black critic eye and everything and say, I am not the end-all be-all when it comes to opinions. So, do you agree? Do you disagree? Drop me a comment below, give me a like, follow me on Facebook at TokenDave or TokenDave80 at Twitter, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when a new video loads. I would normally be amped for the next movie. However, J.J. Abrams is supposed to be back to direct the next movie, so yeah, not as excited. Oh, and one last note. I am now pro-prorg. Later, guys.